Hello, Cherries. Good morning and welcome to Live Cherry Sunday, episode 159. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to blend the Doran Sharp 4 mode with the Minor Pentatonic scale to add a touch of evil to your playing. Evil to your playing. And it's a really, really cool scale. I'll get right to it just one second. I just want to say hello to my friends here in the chat. Give you a little round of applause for hanging out here with me on a Sunday. Man. So good to see you. Good morning, all. Unfortunately, I'll have to view this later. Happy New Year. Be safe. Thank you so much, Frank. Man. That is. And definitely catch me if you can. Ritesh. Give you a round of applause, too. Hey, Jerry. Happy New Year. Good to see you, Paul. Chorus up. Tom G. Give you guys a round of applause. So we got a good one here. I know it's chorus up. It's beer o'clock somewhere. But I have my coffee. You know, I'm lame-o. But it's New Year's, and I look forward to having a nice cold one tonight at the gig. So this is really cool. This is a really cool scale. I'll give you a little example of what it sounds like, what we're going here. I created this little loop that I have on my pedal, and check it out. It's an A minor 7 chord. Sounds like this. So it's just an A minor 7, and I'm dropping it down that 7th to a 6th degree, or like a 13. It's like a minor 13 chord. So really emphasizing those notes. Alright? So it's really cool vamp. We could play, you know, your minor pentatonic scale. I wanted this to be really usable for the new year, you know, it's cool vamp. I also have this backing track I'll create, and I'll give you a free backing track. Info at Cherry if you want it. But what we're going for today is the Doran Sharp 4. What that sounds like is just like this. So that is the idea of this mode right here. It's a cool, dark-sounding, evil thing that we have here. The dark mode. And it's dark. It's not the darkest, but it's a cool, like, in-between mode. It's like a Doran scale, but it has one note that's a little bit different. And as I was saying, you might not have heard me, I would love to give you a backing track of this. So I don't have it made yet. This is just a loop I made on my pedal, but I'll make you one. So send me an email at info@cherry. Ask for the backing track to episode 159 here today, and shoot you one over sometime later on today or tomorrow when I make it. If you're watching this in the future, I'll probably already have it for then. But yeah, Happy New Year. Looking for Crossroads. If you're enjoying this video so far, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. I go live every Sunday. at 12 o'clock. I'll give you a round of applause. All right. The dark mode. That's kind of like on your iPhone or something. You can put it into dark mode. All right. Chug up. So let me show you. Happy New Year, Daredevil. Got some Steelers. We got a big game coming up today, 4:30. So check this out. I'll show you a little scale chart here of what I have of this scale right here. I think it's right here. Now, this isn't really the best fingering position. It's very close. I didn't have a chance to make a new chart. I just whipped out an old one from my video that I made on the modes of the harmonic minor. You know, real quick, before I show you this, I want to say that this mode comes from a scale. All modes come from scales. And the cool thing is, it's not the major scale. It's a different scale. It's the harmonic minor scale. And that's the dark scale right there where, you know, Yngwie and all those people use. And the scale is basically... You know? You know, people play it a lot like... has that dark, real eerie scale. And there's a mode in that is probably the most popular mode. It's the Phrygian dominant. So if you started, you know, on the fifth note, you would have like a... Those are two modes in that scale. This is one different one. Starting on the A, you get that you get that Dorian sharp 4. I don't want this to be like really complicated and a whole like huge theory lesson, but if you could really kind of capture the feel of it, it's the A, Dorian sharp 4, but it's in the scale of the E. So if you played an E harmonic minor scale, those notes are actually in the scale, but starting on the A. So I hit an A minor 7 chord. I'm essentially playing the E harmonic minor, but I'm starting on A. I'm not even thinking of E harmonic minor because it's in the vibe of A. You want to concentrate on the notes of that chord, the A minor, the A, the minor third, which is the C note, the fifth, which is an E, the minor seventh, which is the G. Then I'm emphasizing what's cool about this mode. And what's cool about it is that it has a sharp fourth degree, which is very similar to like a blues scale, with the exception that it doesn't have a fourth in it. And that's really kind of like the whole trick here, is that, you know, a lot of times in playing, it's not what you play, but it's what you don't play. And it's really cool to be disciplined enough to really not play a certain note. And by not playing something, you're kind of emphasizing other notes a little bit more. So if I really wanted to emphasize this scale, I want to take this fourth degree, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I want to just get rid of it completely. Because it's no longer a fourth degree. I'm replacing it with this note. So my 4 is now this, sharp 4. It gives me that spread right here. You know, it gives me this distance right here that you don't normally have in a scale. Check it out. Now, no matter what I do, I'm not going to hit this. As tempted as I am. So if you play that minor pentatonic box all the time, which is like, you know, you play that every time. It's part of the sound. It's what you bend up to when you're bending that position. But you don't have this note anymore, so forget about it. You have this note. It's the only thing that's changing is that note. So if you're sitting there playing a minor pentatonic, you just you want to make it a little bit more interesting, lose that note, change it to this one, and play the same scale. So I just made my own type of harmonic, my own type of pentatonic scale. See, it's really easy. It just adds so much. Check it out. What we can do. Just keep it real simple here. Normally you play a pentatonic here. Now I'm doing it here. Whoops. I'm going crazy. I'm sorry. Going off the rails. But that's just a little bit of what you could do by changing one silly note. Can you believe that? One silly note, you change it, you can do all that goofy stuff. How was Christmas? Christmas was good. I learned a new word, or a new description for how my Christmas was. It was restful. I'm going to use that one for the rest of my life when people ask me how Christmas was. I'm going to say it was restful. I had a restful holidays. I was off from a lot of stuff, and I just kind of caught up on things and relaxed and enjoyed it. My Christmas, it was good. Thank you. And how was yours? Tasha, hopefully yours was restful, peaceful, restful. And I really, really hope it was for everybody. And so we're going to get into some good stuff because there's some tricks I want to show you, some things I was doing in there. You know, if I played this on one string, If you want this backing track, just email me at info@jerrycherry when I create it today or tomorrow. 'Cause I have a gig I have to go to today after this for tonight. But check it out. This scale, forget about this chart here for a second. We'll hide this for a minute. Here. We're going to play this A. This is what the scale sounds like. That's it right there. Here's a regular minor scale. Here's a Dorian scale. The only thing different between a Dorian and the regular minor is that I'm raising the 6th degree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's that difference right there. That makes it happy or sad. It's the 6th degree. Okay, so minor scale, or the Dorian scale. Now I'm going to change one thing because it's a Dorian sharp 4. So what does that mean? We're going to sharp the 4, one note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the 4th, right? Now I'm going to go up at sharping the 4. So I'm losing that 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the rest of it still remains the same. I could play this whole thing on the scale right here. One string. Open A, 2nd fret on the A string, 3rd fret on the A string, 6th fret on the A string, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6th fret, 7th fret, 9th fret, 10th fret. Play like this too. That same thing, more vertical. The same scale here. Isn't it easier just to go vertical? And I go up again. That wasn't the right note. So, hopefully you're here with me so far. You're enjoying this. Any questions about any of this stuff, please let me know. I'm here for you. Give you a round of applause. Hanging out with me here today. Any questions, let me know. Where's my applause button? It's right there somewhere. All right, so let's break this down a little bit more. We did it on one string. It's the 4th mode of the harmonic minor scale, meaning here's E harmonic minor. Starting on the 4th degree. So starting on this A, if I played the rest of the harmonic minor scale, E harmonic minor, I would have A, Dorian, sharp 4. But I like to compare it to the pentatonic scale because you could use it a lot in your jams. You're sitting there playing. And we all know that sound, but if you just change it up a little bit and play the Dorian sharp 4, it's just a nice little flavor to throw in there. And it works pretty much every time. Even if I was playing like a blues, major, if we were like... check it out. Let's do this. Let's make a little loop for a major. Check it out. Hold on a second. We're going to create something real quick. We're in this together. We're going to create another loop because that's over minor. And I would recommend you, this is a very minor sounding thing. But we all know that the minor pentatonic blues scale is played over the blues, major blues. So check this out. I'll go to I'm going to save this sound here. different preset. So I go to 2. Save it in 2 so I don't mess up my other thing. Now, I'll do this. Now let's start a loop here. I'm going to erase. We're doing this as live, creating. Yeah, this is really cool. So if I hit this now, I should get the drums to start. Let's check out my RC5 here. So like, vamp. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop that real quick. Almost there. Save it. Okay, so that's saved. Then, so now we got a major blues jam. Just a vamp on A, A7 chord. I didn't even use my delay. Same thing. Use the minor pentatonic, right? So that's more major, right? So I'm playing more of the Mixolydian. See, it's the minor. Now watch. You could add the Doran sharp 4 in this major. That's really like the blues scale right there, but you got to leave out the 4. Try to be disciplined enough to not play that natural 4th. Does that sound bluesy? That's major pentatonic, right? All right, so that's pretty cool. We can go back to the regular minor progression 2 if you want. Now I'm going to show you a really cool trick here. All that weird diminished sounding stuff that I was playing, that comes from that mode, from the Doran sharp 4. Okay, check it out. You have the scale position, right? It's like. And watch, I'll even put this chart back up because you could really, it's kind of a good visual. If you play this scale in this position, like this, and that's, you know, where that 3 is, that's the 3rd fret right here. That's the headstock kind of going up and down. So just like this, I'm starting from the bottom, going up. I showed this because this third position is really the closest to what I've been doing. It's like the only thing that changes right there. Then I go, from there, right there. I'm not really playing it down here in this position. I'm playing it up here where we normally would play an A. Instead of this. I mean, it's the same notes. It's just what position you want to play it in. This is close to the minor pentatonic. So altering that, it's pretty good for for this purpose of this lesson right here. Now, look what's cool about this is you have a diminished arpeggio inside there. And diminished, all that means is that it goes up in minor thirds. Like a minor third is a whole step and a half step. So there's a minor third. So that's your minor scale, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So if you keep going up in thirds, that's a diminished arpeggio, just like this. If I was playing open. It's completely symmetrical, which is cool. That means it's perfectly even, symmetrical. Goes up 3 frets every time. 3 frets, 1, 2, 3 frets, 1, 2, 3 fret, 1, 2, 3 fret, 1, 2, 3 fret, 3 fret. So like this. But instead of going all the way up here, I'm going vertical. So it's like this. So every time, if you want to go up a third from here, it looks like this. It's like this diagonal, like Connect 4. Remember that game Connect 4? Every 3 frets. It's all the same. So I can go like this. Except when you get to the B string, the 5th string, because it's flatter, it's a third, it's not a 4th like the rest of the strings, you have to actually go up a half step more from that point. So you got, now here's the B string, so you have to skip this one and go this one. Then you're back to 4ths. Now on the way back down, you do the same thing. Skip that one, go here. I think I messed, no, I didn't mess up. So you have that in the middle of this vamp. How cool is that? So now you can play a diminished arpeggio in the middle of your thing. Check it out. Playing a regular pentatonic scale. Why does that work? Because you have that sharp 4. All the same notes. Root, 3rd, sharp 4, the 6th, back to the note. There's only how many notes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 4 notes in that diminished arpeggio right there. The root, the 3rd, flat 5. I guess that would be like a double flat 7th if you want to get technical. If it was diminished. mind. All right, so hopefully you had fun here today. Hopefully you got something out of this. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, all that groovy stuff. Any questions about any of this, please let me know. I would love to know. And if you want a backing track of any of these loops, let me know. I can create a backing track pretty simple for you right there. So send that to me. So hopefully you're going to have a great New Year's Eve. Let me know what you're doing out there for New Year's. Today we'll have some water while I wet my whistle. Oh, that's good water. The best things in life are free. Best things in life are free. So, okay. Just had a pretty good gig last night. I played at the Westbury Music Theater. Actually, it's called the NYCB Theater in the Round. It's a big place in Westbury, Long Island. And it's in the Round, so it spins around. And it was packed, completely sold out place where I played with my disco band called Disco Unlimited. And we rocked. We played a lot of great artists were there. Tavares was there, Legends, Franz Jolie. And I post a bunch of stuff from the sound check and stuff on my Facebook page. So if you want to, follow me on Facebook, that'd be pretty cool. I think I have a, is that right there? Did I say Facebook? No, that's my courses. I think this is the Facebook. There it is, right there. Facebook/Instagram, Cherry. Oh, that's all my social media things, at least Instagram. Check those out. Go live from there. Not live. I do I film some sound checks and I'll post them. It's pretty fun stuff. And tonight we're playing at a New Year's Eve gig at the Choral House. It's a really nice, I guess it's kind of like a banquet hall type of catering place. But we play there every year. And, people come in, have their big old party. It's really, really cool. Check it out. It's called the Choral House. It's in Long Island as well. Long Island. So good times. Gonna ring in the new year. Some great music. Some great people. And what about you guys? Any good gigs? Hopefully you're playing somewhere. I don't care if it's in your house, out on the street. Go out and play for someone tonight. I've played on New Year's, I think, every New Year's Eve for the last, as far as back as I can remember, since 2008 at least. I've played every New Year's for a gig, whether it's a professional gig or whatever, in a bar. If I have no gigs on New Year's, I'll go out in the street and play a couple songs. Because someone told me a long time ago, whatever it is that you do on New Year's Eve is what you do for the rest of the year. So that's why at least I want to play. That's it. It works. So far I've been playing, So, Tom G. Watching episode 9. I know, right? Isn't that crazy? It's 150 episodes ago. I love that guitar you got there. That is we talk about this every time. I thought it was an Ibanez Explorer. But you're telling me it's a Gibson. Or no, it's an Ibanez, but it's not an Explorer. It's another model. I'm losing my mind. Playing into the New Year's here. The Marshall might be a little bit loud tonight. Well, that's cool. Maybe you got to get one of those little, those UA 68 Lion pedals. Tell you what, man. My Strat. I haven't played it in a while for the live. But it holds up really well. My Les Paul just won't stay in tune. It's there's something wrong with, not wrong, I wouldn't say it's wrong, but I think in the nut, the G string in the nut, there's an old joke in there somewhere. It must be catching. I've cleaned it out with I take a sharp pencil lead and I'll rub that in there, put some of that in there, but it's not working. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll put some WD-40 in there. That'll loop it up. And if that don't work, there may be some kind of burr sticking inside the in the nut that's grabbing the string, because what's happening is it's going sharp on me. I'll tune it up. It'll be perfectly in tune, right? And I'll play anything. And then it'll be sharp. Like it'll just catch it and it won't release, I guess, all the way down to pitch. Where this is. So it's fun actually playing guitar that stays somewhat in tune. Plus, this is my one I take on the road. I'm touring all through January with an ABBA tribute band that I play in called Abracadabra, and another one called SOS, direct from Sweden, the music of ABBA. And I bring this with me because it's just my tour baby. It's very versatile. It has hum canceling pickups in it. And it also sounds like a Fender. You get like your Fender clean sounds in there. You know, and you get your pretty crunchy. Get all kinds of sounds with this thing. Very versatile guitar. The Hamer Standard. Man, I love that. That's a hot axe. That's a sweet axe. Just needs a nut file through slot once. That's right. You are a luthier. Duh. Just needs a nut file through the slot once or twice. Yeah. A nut file through the slot once or twice. Yeah. I'm afraid I'll, take it down too much. Next thing you know, it's like you need to replace the whole nut. Or sometimes they won't. They'll put a little filler in there, right, if you go too far. And then I think the filler, after a while, once that gives out, the string catches in it. I know, it's a whole thing. Guitar's crazy. It just never ends. It's always something, right? That's the fun. That's the fun of it, right? Don't sweat the problems of this guitar playing thing, because, the answers are out there. The answers are out there for people who ask the right questions. The answers are out there for the people who need them. And I need some answers. So yes, very lightly. I did mention that I do have very fine sandpaper. And that used to be my go-to. I just take that fine sandpaper and I would clean it out, because on my acoustic it would always catch. But you got to be careful with that sandpaper, because you can go too far after a while, even if it is very fine. So that'll take out any grit or anything that's in there. Maybe smooth out some of the, if there's a burr in there. And if it's not that, maybe it's something over here on this side, which generally that isn't the case. That's why I have several guitars, that's right. Because one has an attitude, I go for the other one. Just like my girlfriends. That's like I have to have 6 girlfriends. Just like 6 guitars, because there's a problem with one, you just put it down, grab the other one. Same thing with women. No, I didn't say that. It just, you imagined it. I don't do that. You have to accept. So yeah, and what's cool about this thing too is like you play all those diminished things, because you have a diminished chord. So you're playing A minor. Diminished chord. Back to A minor. 13 chord. And it's just an old diminished trick. When you hit that diminished chord, you can play the same chord, not change anything, up a minor third. Down a minor third. So I'm just playing the same chord. And you could take those shapes and do symmetrical things as well. Check it out. Here's the chord. Over this progression. That's one thing I was doing. That might sound terrible. Then here's the sharp 4. Right to the 5th. So it did catch. You know, whatever. Whatever. Rainy day women, so to speak. That's awesome. All right, so I think we did pretty good today. We got somewhere. Hopefully you got something out of this here thing today. I will mention, if you want to go a little deeper with me on some guitar stuff, I do have a guitar course. It's called the Essential Skills Collection for Guitar. And I'll tell you real quick about it if you don't know. I'll put a link in my description for it. I go through fretboard memorization, where that's how I'm able to play everywhere over the neck over this progression, because I know where all the A's are. So I show a really easy way to learn that. I go through the circle of fifths, which shows you that circle looks like a steering wheel or a pizza pie. In there lies all of music, all the chord progressions that we can figure out. It's really, really interesting and good to know. Then I go into the blues, and I focus on the basics of blues, like bending and vibrato and chord progressions. And there's lots of scale charts in there, and there's lots of backing tracks that come along with it. So check out that course in the description. That'd be really, really cool. Thank you very much for that. So I think we'll wrap it up here today. Any questions about any of this stuff, please let me know. Any ideas for future lessons or lives, basically, let me know in the comments or in the chats right now. And now, next month's going to be a little bit tricky in January because, like I was saying, I'm going on tour, and I'm going to be out on the road for the whole month. But I've done lives on the road. Last time I was on tour, I did lives from my hotel room, which was really cool. So I have a really good new laptop computer that I bring out with me, so the streams are really good and solid. It's just a matter of hopefully the timing works out to where I do it on Sundays. But I'll keep you posted through like the community tab here on YouTube, or follow me on Facebook, Jerry Cherry Band, and or because I usually promote it right there, or LinkedIn or Twitter. So I think this is it right here. Some of them, and I'll let you know like when the lives are going to be. So, because I want you to be there hanging out, and so I'm going to be on the road, and it's going to be pretty fun. But I'll be gone the whole month, so all the Sundays I'll be out on the road, either traveling or playing a gig that night. So look out for that. So it won't be, so next Sunday is the 7th, which will be like the 3rd gig already on the tour right there. So, and look out for it too. It might be coming around town, or a theater near you. Some people that I've met here on LinkedIn and other places have actually come out to see me in very random places around the country, and it's really, really fun to run into y'all. So check out the website, either abacadabra.com or SOS, direct from Sweden, the music of ABBA. Both of their sites have all the shows and tour dates on them, so it'll be really, really cool to see you there. So, all right, I think we kind of wanked a little too much on the guitar here today, and maybe cut this a little short here today. Not really short, 48 minutes long into here. But Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you so much, Scott Olson. Thank you so much, Tom G. You guys are the best for spending some time here with me today. And then we got some football coming up here today. I gotta take off pretty soon for my gig. We probably meet in about a couple hours or so. It's gonna be a long night of playing, but they take care of us there. I'm very grateful for all that. Probably have some filet mignon and some surf and turf and some lobster every year. Lobster, filet mignon, and if we're lucky, some Dom Perignon, because that's all I eat: filet mignon and Dom Perignon. If you're looking to take me out to dinner, Dom Perignon and filet mignon. All right, thank you guys. Link for Crossroads, Scott Olson, Jared Devil, my Steelers, bruh. All right, thank you all so very much for hanging out with me. Love yous. Let me know what you want me to do in the next live we go around. It's all about you guys. I really just love hanging out with yous, and we just play a little guitar along the way. So remember, be cool, be kind, and be cherry. And if you want to see another video on the modes of the harmonic minor, which I've done, it's really simple. I'll put that video right up there for y'all to see. All right, have a great gig. Happy New Year. Love yous. Peace. Be cool, y'all.